Hi, and welcome to A Taste of Community Ed. I'm Stephanie, and I'm here to introduce you to some of the courses offered through Community Ed. Today I have Louisa Matson, who leads a course on energy medicine. Her next class with us is titled Spring into Action, Activate Joy Through Your Radiant Circuits. So, Louisa, I would love to know, what is energy medicine?
Okay, well, energy medicine, it's a new field with ancient roots. It builds upon what we know from Western medicine and science, but it also draws heavily from Eastern health practices like acupuncture and Qigong.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really cool. It can be used as a complement to whatever other medical approaches somebody is using for healing, but it also is a very comprehensive system for self-care. And that's what I think makes it really empowering, because the ordinary person can learn exercises like we're going to do today and other things that let them know that they really have the power to heal themselves literally at their fingertips and in their hands. So,
So it's like a homeopathic, would you describe it as homeopathic?
I wouldn't call it homeopathic, because that's a special medical healing discipline, but it does fall into the complementary and alternative medicines, I think, that what National Institutes of Health describe. I think there are 5 different categories, and energy medicine falls into one of those categories.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing energy medicine?
Well, I've been interested in energy healing off and on for most of my life, but it's really only been in the last 3 years that I decided, well, it's now or never, and I'm really going to focus in on that. So this is my 3rd act.
Wow.
In my work career.
And what spurred you now to decide to go into it? I mean, was there something
I had time. I really was quite taken with Eden Energy Medicine. I like the organization. I like the comprehensiveness of that model, and I liked the people who were using that model. I just liked it felt comfortable for me, and I think I will be endlessly fascinated by it until the end of my days, because there's so much to learn.
So you mentioned Eden Energy Medicine.
Yep.
What can you tell us about Eden Energy Medicine?
Well,
what does that mean?
Eden comes from Donna Eden. Her last name is Eden, and she is the person who developed Eden Energy Medicine. She had the ability from day one in her life to see colors around people. And she says it wasn't until her mid-20s before she realized, oh, other people don't see colors. How can they go through life without, that information about other people and places? So that's, she has very special capabilities. The nice thing about Eden Energy Medicine is people like me who can't see auras can learn the techniques for assessing energy and shifting energy so that we can make those changes for people, and we can teach people how to make those shifts to greater health and wholeness for themselves.
So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Now, you already did one course for us on energy medicine.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And that talked about specifically this, right? The Eden.
It's Eden Energy Medicine,
Okay.
and that course was really talking about the daily energy routine, which I think it's only supposed to take about 5 minutes. And these are exercises that Donna, after doing over 10,000 sessions with people, these were the exercises she gave the most people for homework because they had the most impact. And so then she put them together in a little routine, and if you do these daily or even twice daily, you really keep your body and psyche humming. It takes the static out of your energy system.
Well, that's really cool. Now, the next course that you're going to be teaching for us is called Radiant Circuits. So can you explain what are radiant circuits?
Radiant circuits. Now, in acupuncture, they are known as extraordinary vessels and strange flows, and I love that name. Donna renamed them radiant because she actually saw a radiance in them. There are 9 energy systems that Donna sees. Some of the ones pretty much everybody has heard about. There's the meridians, and those are actual energy pathways. They're set in our body. All humans have them, and even my cat, I can trace his meridians, his paw and my hand. They're in the same places in a lot of animals. So those are the energy pathways that are set. Everybody knows about chakras usually. Those are often, they're described as 7 energy vortexes that go up the front and back, right in the midline of our body. They feed energy to organs, they release unneeded energy, they bring in information to the system. And then we have, people know about the aura, but I'd like to call it the biofield. It's our energetic atmosphere. And it's created in part by our electromagnetic field, because we're electromagnetic creatures. So that's an intro to some of the energy systems. And radiant circuits, they're similar to meridians, but when they're dormant, they're sort of in certain places, like meridians. But when they're activated, they act more like hyperlinks. And they will jump instantly to any part of your body that needs attention, needs a boost of energy. And they're very responsive to thoughts. So let me just do an exercise with you.
Sure.
Just get in touch with your left big toe right now.
Okay.
And what do you notice?
Well, it's in my shoe, and it's there. So I
Okay.
noticed that.
Okay, I suspect you know it's there because you are actually sensing something about your left big toe that you aren't about any of your other toes, because your attention is actually moving energy to that spot. And when I say, oh, I'm going to pay attention to my left big toe, I actually start to feel a sort of a fine little effervescence in that spot. So that's an example of a radiant circuit energy moving very quickly, instantaneously, to where we put our attention.
I see. So if something were hurting about that, and does that make a difference for how my attention goes there? Or if I'm just thinking about my nose, for example?
Okay, thinking in a kind of abstract way about your nose may not bring it, but if
Okay.
you're sort of be with your nose, that might
Okay.
actually shift your energy. So the bottom line is that radiant circuits are really about joy. And they're also about wonder and awe and ecstasy and anything that enlivens your spirit. And there are all sorts of things that can activate your radiant circuits.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to give you some, and then maybe you could give me an example, one experience that activates your circuits.
Okay.
So pretty much people will say a beautiful sunset, or the giggle of a baby, or the smile of another person will activate a radiant, laughter, having sex, religious ecstasy, beautiful music, anything that's beautiful that really engages the spirit. So those are the kinds of things.
Okay. Definitely music. I mean,
Okay.
for me, I love that. The smell of a baby's head.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
huge for me. Actually, smell, I think, for a lot of it
Yeah.
does that for me.
Yeah.
You know, the smell of lilacs in the beginning of spring,
Oh.
and honeysuckle, and I'm trying to think of what else. It's those kinds of things. Walking into my house and smelling my husband's sauce. He makes
Okay.
sauce or chocolate chip cookies.
Wow.
So I think a lot of it for me is smell.
Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
So there are many opportunities in life for us to enjoy those experiences, cultivate them, and activate our radiant circuits and actually shift our energy. A lot of times, however, we're in what I call radiant circuit breaker mode, where we're
Okay.
in survival mode, we're in fight, flight, freeze, we're overscheduled, stressed, worried, etc. So the radiant circuit exercises, some of which I'm going to teach you today, are sort of like the vitamins for us. We can remember to take them when, we aren't tuning into the radiance that is around us.
So is this something you do every day? You said that Donna Eden has some things that people would do every
Well,
day.
there are a set of, I should know this, it's 8 exercises that take
Okay.
about 5 minutes. Some of these, well, I'm not so sure. These are a little bit, actually, 1 or 2 of these are going to be part of the daily energy
Okay.
routine.
Okay.
But these are more specifically geared towards the radiant circuits. We want to calm our stress circuits and
Yes,
enhance our
please.
radiant circuits, our joy circuits.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So should we do one?
Okay.
What can you
well,
show me? What do we want?
Well, first I want to
Okay.
talk about the energy that energy medicine
Oh, yes. Let's do that.
addresses. And even I think at times energy medicine is woo-woo, and how can this be? But there's a lot of science behind it, and the energies that we address are electrical, electromagnetic, and then subtle. And I think it was Einstein who said subtle energies are energies that we intuit are there because we can see their effects even though we can't measure them.
That makes sense.
But we can measure electromagnetic or
Okay.
electrical energy, and I brought in, I brought in a child's toy. This one's called an energy stick.
Okay.
It's a plastic tube. It has 2 sensors at the either end, and then a lot of fiber optic cable with some little lights and some buzzer sounds. So we are going to demonstrate that we're electrical creatures, and we can create an electrical current, which is electrons moving along a pathway.
Okay. But I won't
And-
zap. I won't get zapped.
No, you won't. You're not going to
Okay.
electrocute yourself with your own electrical energy.
Oh, thank God.
Perfectly safe. So I'm going to have you hold these 2 ends,
Okay.
1 in each hand.
Ooh.
And it's your electrons, your electrical energy, that is making that circuit and powering, the lights and the sounds.
That's so amazing.
It's really
And
cool.
it's just, now if I take one hand off,
Yep.
it's the circuit is broken.
You've broken the circuit.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's really
now
cool.
take one hand off.
Yeah.
We're going to hold hands, and we're going to make a circuit.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, that's very cool.
yeah. And apparently you can do this with, 20 people holding hands. And
Really?
Because the electricity is moving, the electrons are moving.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have thought that about us, right? As humans,
Right.
I wouldn't have thought us as being, having that kind of energy to make, an electrical connection.
Yeah, so that makes this
so cool.
really real. And energy medicine sees physical illness, mental and emotional distress, anything as having an energetic substrate. And part of that energetic substrate, whenever you have a thought, there's a little electrical activity that's happening somewhere in your body. So, yeah. So then we can address physical ailments by assessing and shifting the energies that may be weak or unbalanced or stuck or
So there are specific things that you would do based on what you're experiencing. Is that
what we're assessing about the person's energetic state.
Okay.
And then we can correct that state, and then we see, did their pain go away? Do they feel more alive?
right? Right.
Et cetera.
And how would somebody find an energy medicine practitioner? Like, how would you, if you wanted to add this in or learn about it, aside from, of course, coming to Community Ed,
Yes.
where we're offering that,
Yeah.
how else would somebody do that?
Well, Eden Energy Medicine, their website, I believe, is innersource.net.
Okay.
And there's a practitioner directory there. You can
cool.
find people at different levels of training in Massachusetts.
Oh, cool.
yeah.
And I'm assuming you do it too.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, I'm on the directory.
And did it require, what kind of training did that require?
I am just completing my 3rd year of training, so I'm certified. You get certified after 2 years, and your 3rd year is a clinical practicum, and it requires, it seemed daunting at the time, 100 mentored sessions.
Wow.
As well as other things. So I'm looking forward to this extra certification in a few months.
Do you have to find a mentor nearby, or do you?
The mentors are assigned, and each semester you get a different mentor. I met them when we congregate in Phoenix, Arizona, is where years 2 and 3, all the training is there, and then you work over the phone and over Skype or Zoom.
Oh, that's very
Yeah.
interesting. So is it like a weekend workshop that you go out to Phoenix, or you do a week long?
It's I think it's about 5 days, twice a year. For the 3rd year, it was 5 days, 4 times a year for the 1st and 2nd years.
Oh, cool.
And then with just a lot of work in between, which doesn't feel like work because it's,
because
it's
you love
fascinating
it.
and
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that is really, really interesting. And
Yeah.
of course, there's a lot of energy that goes on out there in Arizona. You've got the whole Sedona area, and that's
Yeah. Yep.
known for this.
Yep.
So, that's really very, very cool. Plus, I love the Southwest. Who doesn't
Yeah.
love the Southwest?
Yep.
Excellent. So, what
Okay.
else have you got with you to
So
show us?
I've got.
Because we're going to do a few
We're going to
demonstrations
do some
so that we can show people.
exercises that people, the viewers, can actually then do on their own.
Okay.
But I want to use this highly technical tool, part of the trade.
Excellent.
These are stainless steel
Excellent.
spoons, and you
Taking
know
my
this.
shoes off.
Stainless steel because magnets stick to them.
Oh,
So your
okay.
grandmother's silver won't
so
have
much.
the effect. And what you want, we use stainless steel because there's some iron in here.
Okay.
And we have iron in our blood and in muscle cells, and there may be other parts of our body that have iron. So when we're moving the spoon, we're actually sort of entraining the energy. What we're trying to do is ground ourselves to the earth.
Okay.
Like an electrical device is grounded when, with that 3rd plug, it has a
Oh, yeah.
way to discharge extra energy into the earth.
I see.
And we need to be grounded to have our energies operate optimally.
Okay.
And, the classic way to ground is to walk outside on wet grass with bare feet.
Really?
But, when it's still midwinter
Yeah,
and
it's a little hard to do
in
that right now.
Concord,
Yeah.
we can do this, and I'm going to demonstrate,
Okay.
and you can do it along with me, or
Okay.
I can do it. So we're just taking the spoon, and you can move it in any pattern. Some people say just moving it slowly and mindfully on the bottom of your feet towards your toes. Some people like to do figure 8s.
Ooh, that's kind of interesting, yeah.
Okay, so what are you noticing?
I'm noticing it feels really good on my foot. That's what
Okay.
I'm noticing.
And then I often like to just do it around the ankle, because a lot of times our ankles, there just seem maybe there's a little tightness.
Yeah. It's definitely making me aware of those areas, obviously, because I'm
Yeah.
touching them. But it's making the whole foot kind of tingle.
Okay.
Yeah, which is
Okay.
really cool.
And you may notice, like I've started to notice as I keep on doing this work, and I am not an extremely sensitive, intuitive person, I've started to notice, when I do this, I get this sort of delicious kind of feeling on the top of my head. When somebody used to brush your hair slowly as a kid? And that's when I know I'm grounded, because there's a kind of,
Right.
and then you can do it on your other foot. Well, actually, I'm going to do it on your other foot,
Yes, thank you.
because,
Yeah, what do you want me to
okay,
do? What's the
let's
best way
see.
to do this?
Okay, I want you to be comfortable.
Okay.
Because sometimes having somebody else do it
That's
is-
incredible.
is more delicious. So this is something anybody can do.
You also have a lighter touch, I'm noticing, than I was doing with
Okay.
it. So that's kind of nice.
Yeah,
I'm realizing I probably didn't need to push quite as hard.
yeah,
So that's really good.
yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So that's grounding.
that really
and-
feels nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I just got to get somebody else to do it for me.
Well, if you do it to them first, maybe they'll
Exactly.
be-
Maybe I can get them to do that.
Yeah.
That's really, and especially because you can't go out this time of year barefoot
Yeah.
anyway. Wow.
Yeah.
And then you just have to remember to wash your spoons afterwards.
Right.
Before you use them
them in your-
as spoons, because that would
Yeah.
be bad. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go home and check mine with a magnet now.
Yeah, or sometimes they say stainless steel, so you know
Right, so you'll
you're
know.
okay.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Okay,
All right,
so
that's
that's spooning our feet.
that's spooning our feet, and
Yeah.
that helps us to get grounded.
Get energetically grounded, aligned with sort of the north-south gravitational pull of the earth.
Okay.
And it's great when you're literally ungrounded. Let's say you're flying around a lot on planes.
Right.
You can take one of those along or after you get on the ground. If you're feeling sort of ungrounded or lightheaded or scattered, if you've been working at a computer or listening to the cell phone a lot,
Right.
doing a spooning of your feet can often calm you down, make you feel a little bit more centered and present.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Oh, I like that. All
Okay.
right. So what else can we do with our bodies?
So,
I'm very excited by this.
in the class I'm going to be teaching, I'm teaching 10 different exercises that calm your stress circuits and activate your joy circuits. And I'm going to teach you three things at the very least. These three exercises can be done alone, but they're really nice done in a sequence, and I'll tell you why. So I'll demonstrate to you and then just walk through it, and then
Okay.
I'll have you do it, and I'll walk you through why we're
beautiful.
doing that.
Terrific.
So,
Thank you.
okay.
I'm going to stand up and watch you do this.
Okay, so this first one is the blowout.
Okay.
And I'm just going to do it without commentary, and then I'll tell
Okay.
you. Okay, and as I do that, I can feel like a rush. First of all, it's really calming.
Okay.
It takes excess energy from you. If you're really pissed off about something or upset,
That's what I was going to ask. Was what is this? What would you use this for? So it sounds like
to calm down and get rid of anger, upset, extra energy if you're feeling.
right.
So first what we do is we put our hands on our thighs, and oftentimes that just allows the energy to move down into our feet and actually ground us.
Okay.
So we're moving energy down. And then we're taking breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. If you can't remember that, don't worry. But breathing in through your nose creates nitrous oxide that relaxes blood vessels and things, so that's nice. So we're going to do this. We're going to take a deep breath in, bring our hands up, make fists, and turn the fists like this. And then as we exhale, we're going to, with a sh sound, really forcefully go sh. And then we'll do it again, breathing in. And then the last time, we're going to do this, and then just very slowly and mindfully. Okay, so just notice what you're noticing. Notice any shifts?
You know what I notice is I notice less tension up here in my
Okay.
shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah, it definitely feels like stuff is moving in that direction.
Okay,
which
great.
Is really
yeah,
interesting.
really great. Yeah, when we're nervous, at least when I'm nervous, everything comes right up to here.
Right.
And I get very heady, and
Right.
and it's so calming to really, I just try to imagine energy coming into my feet.
Right.
And that actually calms my thinking down. So that's the blowout.
Okay.
Somebody can do that as often as they want. They don't have to just do 3 times. They could do it until they really feel like, yeah, I've released something that
I'm there.
I didn't want to carry
It's
around
kind of
with
an
us.
interesting thing, I wonder,
Yeah.
to teach small children.
Yes.
Who have when they're having a hard time containing themselves, and they're in that really mad place. Probably hard
Right.
for 2 small children, but if you have like elementary schoolers,
Absolutely.
bet it would
Even
really-
maybe even certainly kindergartners,
Right.
even some preschoolers.
Right.
Absolutely, and it would be great if our educational system,
yeah,
did energy education for people. So that's the blowout.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the zip up, and the zip up. This is our central meridian. It goes from the base of our torso all the way up to the back of our mouth.
Okay.
It's one of 14 meridians. I should know this. And it also, when it's activated in a certain way, has radiant circuit qualities
Okay.
too. So because we're electromagnetic creatures, we can actually help move the energy up the central meridian. And when you move energy forward on a meridian, because it starts
Yeah.
here and ends here, you are strengthening that meridian. And the way it really goes is you go like this, move up here, and then you can go all the way around and down again. We'll do this 2 more times. And then one more time, we'll end at our mouth. We'll imagine a key that we lock and we throw away so no one can unlock our energy.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very
So that aligns us, it centers us. I feel even now a little bit more like, it'd be
Right,
hard to
right.
push me over at this point. How do you feel?
Yeah, no, I definitely feel much more. I feel much more energized, and I definitely feel grounded, which
Yeah.
is very cool.
Isn't that cool? Because we're moving energy up, but
Because
it's
I
really
wouldn't
grounded.
think I was doing a whole lot necessarily, but even just the motion of doing that
Right.
makes you feel a little more solid.
Right,
Which I
right.
really
You're
like.
aligned, centered, and what you're also doing is you're making it tougher for unwanted energies or an
Right.
annoying person to sort of get under your skin because you've got, this very strong energy.
Like a core.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So we're running out of time.
Okay.
So here's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to finish with the dancing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I like that.
Okay.
So we'll dance our way out of here. But I just want to let people know that this is a course that you can take with us. I know that you are teaching on Wednesday, April 25th.
Yeah.
If people are interested in signing up for that class, but if this is airing after that, just keep watching this station and check out Concord Carlisle Adult and Community Ed. That's ConcordCarlisleACE.org. So why don't you tell me the dancing thing?
So we're going to dance to the figure 8. So
Okay.
first, figure 8's energy loves moving in figure 8 patterns. So we're just going to move our hips and just go with the flow. Move our hips in a figure 8, and then you can allow your hands to move any way they want. And oftentimes I just start wanting to make figure 8s this way. You can make figure 8s, little figure 8s anywhere on your body. If there's a place of pain, you can go over that, or just, and then you're really into this.
I'm not a dancer, though.
That's okay, because those are the radiant circuits. And then we're going to add these poi balls, ancient
very
Hawaiian
cool.
technique.
Show me that.
So let's see if I can get them. So these are, I'm just making figure 8s with these. This is about all I can do. Expert people can do all sorts of things, but it really just sort of expands on that energy. So radiant circuits, they love expansion, they love moving, and they especially love moving in figure 8s.
All right.
Um,
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to just do some figure eights.
Okay.
And please check out Eden Energy Medicine with my friend Louisa here.
Okay.
And check out Radiant Circuits. Spring into
Action.
Spring into action. Activate your joy. Thank you.
Hey, you're
Oh
welcome.
my God, this was so fun. Thanks,
Cool,
Louisa.
cool. It was fun being with you.